minutes, 57 seconds.
19 minutes?
Yeah.
I better talk then, innit? Hi, my name's Shalisha and welcome to my channel. I'm getting more confident saying that. If you're new here, don't worry, we're all new here. This is my second video, so yeah. If you watched my first video, I hope you gave it like a thumbs up and I hope it helped. This one I wanted to make because I journaled about it and yeah, I just thought I should like share it because I think it might help somebody. But I'm trying to refrain from telling people what to do because I don't really like that. That's not kind of how I respond to things. So I'm kind of framing it in a way of like things that I wish I knew when I was newly diagnosed. So here are 5 things that I wish I knew when I was newly diagnosed. And for those who don't know who I am, my name's Shalisha. I was diagnosed with mucinous ovarian cancer 9 months ago in May 2022. And these are some videos that I'm making to hopefully help other people, but also to help myself because oversharing is caring. And yeah, we're on a journey, we're on a healing journey. And I think that this might help me and then maybe in turn help someone else. So that's like it. That's what we're doing here for now, okay? That's what we're doing here for now. So 5 things I wish I knew when I was newly diagnosed. The first one is knowing my limits. There were a lot of social events that I couldn't go to, and because not many people knew that I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, there was a lot of masking that I had to do. I mask pretty well. I act for a living, so kind of came a bit easy to be like, everything's good, everything's Gucci, cracking on. But in the end, I burnt out super quickly. And so I wish I knew how to say no, kind of just no full stop really. Like, no, I'm not feeling it, or no, I can't tonight, or no, I'm not feeling very well, or like, sorry, I said yes, but now I'm saying no. Like being a flake is yuck-y. I don't want to be known as a flake to my friends, but sometimes I had to be. But I quickly realized that the people around me that were my friends, they were great, they were gracious, they understood, and they were pretty cool. So like, yeah, that was really helpful. I wish I just like, yeah, knew my limits a bit more and didn't try to just do too much when I was fatigued or like literally physically in recovery from surgery. Yeah, I definitely did too much. So know my limits and know that it's okay to say no. And the people that you surround yourself with, they will be cool with that. And if not, then they're just poor friends and you don't want that. Speaking of poor friends, that leads me quite nicely to number 2. So the second thing that I wish I knew when I was newly diagnosed is that your friends might abandon you. Like there might be some people that just, I don't know why, but like I've spoken to other people about it and they've gone like, yeah, it happens. So like, I know it wasn't just me. I know it wasn't just like I was the problem. Am I the problem? But I think that, and here I go again, making excuses for people, but I think that a lot of people don't really know how to react to news like cancer. I think people assume that you might have to ask a lot of them, as in like asking for a lot of them, that they're gonna have to give more than they can. I don't know, perhaps people feel like, I don't know why, but like I was completely abandoned by my best friend. I'm not just talking about, oh, one of my best friends, I'm talking about literally like maid of honor, like best friend. And to this day, I don't really know why. But one thing I told myself is that life moves on. I think I said this in my last video actually, but the world doesn't stop because Shalisha has cancer. Like people have got their own stuff going on. So it's allowing grace there as well to be like, okay, maybe it's just too much for people. But for those people who are meant to be like your ride or die, yeah, it might shock you that some of them don't stick around. And it really did shock me. And I was a bit like, I mean, I'm still like heartbroken, I must say, about some of the people that aren't here now. But my goodness, when I look to my left, look to my right, and I see the people that are in my circle that are like here for me, they truly are like the best people in the world. Like you want people, well, I wanted people that would be like, yeah, this really sucks. And I could be like, I'm just feeling sad today because it just sucks, man. And they'd be like, yeah, it sucks. Like I didn't need like, you're doing amazing. You're going to be okay. You're strong. It's like, I don't know what to do with that information. Can you just like moan with me? They were the people that were there for me. The people that bought me food, that like just took my mind off things. Like they were amazing. People that like traveled like out of different cities to come and literally just have a cup of tea with me for the afternoon. Things like that. Like I was really, really grateful to have those people. But yeah, RIP to like some of those relationships. I don't know why, but it happens, and it happened to me, and it sucks, and I wish I was prepared for that. But how can you be really prepared for heartbreak? Like, how can you really be prepared for the people that you care about and the people that you love to just kind of like ghost you? And yeah, just, I don't know. I don't know why it happens, but it happens to people in life as well. Like I'm pushing 30 and I'm going on this amazing, amazing adventure in life and this next part of my journey. And I'm so grateful to be like getting to this age and stuff like that. But like, I think life does filter out people anyway. So I'm kind of just going to take it as like that, and that it's not like, because you got cancer, like you like can't have like people in your life that care about you anymore. Like it's not that. I think it's definitely just more of a them problem. And also I really didn't have the energy to have any malice towards those people. I didn't have the energy to be like, oh my gosh, why? Like why they never replied? Why did they just like, why they unfollow me? Why did they like, I don't know, literally send you a text saying I don't want to be your friend anymore, I want to focus on myself, verbatim. But yeah, what you know, I didn't have the energy to sit and think why when I could focus on people that actually were here for me. So that was fine. But you also are so focused on getting better and like just hoping that you don't get another bad phone call from your doctor that you don't, I don't know, I just didn't have the energy. So I mean, I really hope that people can communicate better with each other so that they can express those feelings. If you are a person, yeah, who is listening to this and thinking, good gosh, did I abandon someone when they really needed me? Did I not like, and you feel like, do you know what, I might message that person. I think I would advise you to like, and just say, look, hey, like I was going through my own stuff. I didn't realize that like you might felt like, do you know what, actually don't take my advice. Don't take my advice. Because I actually don't know if those people that, my ex-friends message me now being like, hey, sorry I wasn't there for you. I'm ready to be your friend now. I actually don't know if I would back in my life. So don't take my advice, okay? The third thing that I wish I knew when I was newly diagnosed is to be able to, I wish I knew that I needed to ask for what I needed. My husband had to become full-time carer for me when I was like in my going through my treatment, and it was very, very hard to give him rein. What's the word? Like to give him to, I guess, like to like, I don't know what the word phrase is. Babe, what's the phrase? Do you know what I mean? Like it was really hard for me to be, I think it was really hard for me to be like, let you make all the decisions for everything that we needed, because obviously I didn't have the energy and I was really sick and stuff. So,
What, like renege on responsibility, or like pass responsibility, or?
yeah, hand over the reins. I don't know, I've got reins in my head. But it was really, I found that quite difficult, because I'm not a control freak, but like, you know, we run the house together, and so to just be like, okay, he's got to do that now. It was like, it was difficult. I think one thing that I try to remember is that people are not mind readers, and no one is going to act completely correctly to how you feel they should be. No one's going to act, there's no right way to act when someone you care about is going through cancer. Like, I think it's important to ask what you need. So I remember sending my girlfriends a voice message just completely out of the blue, and I was petrified because in my head I thought they were going to be like, oh my gosh, Alicia, like, calm down. Like, I don't know. I just kind of thought that they were going to be like, oh, but like, gosh, she just asked for too much. Like, no, I didn't sign up for this, that kind of thing. But I remember like shaking, like being like, guys, I need you to check in with me more. I think you guys have forgotten, like, just because like my treatment's over now, like, and my surgery's done, like, that you're gonna like that you think that everything's okay, and this is what I actually need from you. And I remember being like, but it's okay if you can't, but I'm just asking. And they all voice note me back like, are you, like, this is exactly what we need. Like, I think they were all felt like they were treading on eggshells around me and being like, oh, we'll just send her a text, but we don't want to like ask her every 2 minutes just in case she was over. Like, no one really knows. So the best thing to do is just ask for what you need. Like, hey, can you send me a pizza? Like, because we can't cook tonight. Like, we're so tired. Or like,
sorry.
Are you done? And just other stuff like, hey, can we have a cup of tea on FaceTime today? And like, or like, can you come and see me? And just like asking for those things, because that's what they needed and that's what I needed. So yeah, wish I knew that to ask for what I needed, and that I'd be reminded that people are not mind readers. That's a good one. The fourth thing that I wish I knew when I was newly diagnosed is to listen to my doctors and medical professionals and stay off Google. Now, I kind of want to talk about this actually because we did a bit of both. We stayed off Google and then we definitely Googled, and I want to tell you why. When they first found the mass, when they first found the tumor, I went on a 2-week bypass, which is where they take all my bloods and they are trying to rule out cancer. In those 2 weeks, I did not touch Google because I didn't even know what I was looking for. There was nothing, I would have just put in, oh my gosh, the doctors have found a tumor on my ovary, and it would have just come up with ovarian cancer, and I would have freaked out. And I don't think that would have helped my mental health. And I just don't think it would have helped. So my doctor actually said, stay off Google. So I did. When I was diagnosed and they found that it was mucinous ovarian cancer, they give you like loads and loads of leaflets, loads and loads of books, but there was nothing in there that had any information about mucinous ovarian cancer. And I remember asking my doctors at the time, the oncology team at the hospital that I had my surgery at, being like, what is it? And they were like they didn't really know. So then we Googled. Like, I got, like, my sister is like, I don't know, triple A, like, Cambridge student, like, she's super, super smart. So I got we all just like tried to get as much information, and we were specific about it. We were able to say like, what is mucinous ovarian cancer? Like, where does it come from? All this kind of stuff. And actually there are a lot of people that have done a lot of research on this, and I was able to actually like figure out what it was and then make decisions in terms of following treatments and things that I wanted to do afterwards. So that was really, really helpful. And like, even my doctor got involved, like my actual GP, who found the mass in the first place. He was like, okay, cool. And we just found the same things online. Actually, he didn't find anything. I thought he might have like some secret back passage gateway, like, into medical sort of world that would have more information about it. But actually it turns out like he didn't get any more information about MOC than I did anyway. But that's when we went into Google. But what I wish I knew before was to just like not listen to other people. So I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but I'm sure it has. But when I've expressed to some people like, oh, I have mucinous ovarian cancer, or like I'm just going through cancer, or I've had cancer, or whatever, they go like, you know, oh, you need to be like a vegan, or you need to like cut out this from your diet and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, I don't know, I have a weird relationship with people telling me what to do, which is why I'm trying to refrain from saying this is what you should do or this is what you should be aware of. I'm just speaking from my experience and what I wish I knew. But yeah, like, don't like listening to that and letting that, because that triggered a lot for me. Like, I remember someone telling me that I needed to cut all sugar out of my diet and basically just go on a vegan diet. And they actually like sent me things like articles and things like that. And it really upset me because I was like, oh my gosh, like this is what I need to do. And because I haven't done this, or because I haven't eaten like this, is this why I got, like, you know, like trying to, and it just was not healthy. So I wish that I knew to just listen to my doctors, stay off Google unless I'm Googling something specific, and just, yeah, not listen to like random strangers who like think they know everything about what you're going through, because they don't. Only you do, only I do. Only I knew what I was going through, only I knew. And to be honest, like, I was just eating whatever made me happy at the time, and still do, really. And like, and doing things that made me happy. That's what I was told to do. Like, do what makes you happy, like eat what makes you happy. Like, that's what I did. And I mean, yeah, like, there's no evidence of disease right now, so, you know. And the fifth thing I wish I knew, which is something I didn't do, but it's what I'm doing now, is to reach out. I mean, the first thing I did when I found out that I had a tumor, I started therapy, because I just thought that, like, if my physical body was letting me down, I just needed like my mind to be strong. That was literally it. I was like, if you are not holding me down right now, I need to make sure that up here is okay. So I got therapy, but apart from that, I didn't really reach out to anyone. I mean, I didn't, like, what was I going to do? Like, put online, like, does anyone else, like, it just was not me. I'm about to, yeah, but I kind of wish I did, because a lot of the things that like I'm dealing with or have dealt with, I'm starting to learn that actually it wasn't abnormal. Is that the word? Abnormal? It was actually normal. So we figured out that I can't count and I can't say words. Anyway, so yeah, so they're the 5 things that I wish I knew when I was like newly diagnosed. Let's go back. So number 1 was know my limits, learning to say no to things that I couldn't actually do because physically and mentally I wasn't prepared. Number 2, people are strange and friends will abandon me. I wish I knew that. I wish I just knew that. With 3, knowing to ask for what I need. Number 4, staying off Google unless specifically needing to research something. And then number 5, reaching out to people that are going for the same thing as me, because yeah, it's always great to do that. Yeah, so I hope this helped somebody or anybody, but I just feel like if I did what I wish I knew when I was newly diagnosed and reached out, that this is the kind of thing that I would have found really helpful. And I'm not telling anyone what to do. Like, do whatever feels right for you always, and whatever brings you peace and joy and happiness, obviously. But like, yeah, I can only speak on my experience, and these are things that had happened to me and that I wish I knew. So yeah, so that's it. That's all I have to say today. I'm gonna go and have a chai latte, because chai latte is a hug in a mug and I really need a hug. So thank you for listening. Bye.